I just love Vanna White. Yeah, I just love Vanna White.
The king of Iron Fist Tournament. Enter the Tekken.
That's right. I'm continuing the ranking of the Tekken games. Today, we're moving from the PlayStation 1 all the way up to the PlayStation 2 because I have this ready to go. Tekken Tag Tournament. Hold on, there's the tiny little logo there in the corner. It's like they didn't want to sell it or something. They just put... Is that Kazuya or Jin? I think that's Kazuya on the front cover there. They're like, Tekken Tag Tournament, look. In the corner there. That's what we'll be playing today. So this was an early PlayStation 2 game. And I'll tell you what this is, right? Are we familiar with Tekken Tag Tournament at all? If not, you kind of are, because last week...
Hello there.
We played Tekken 3, and this is Tekken 3, but it looks nicer, and they've added like tag. It's a tag-based game now. It's not one-on-one anymore. It's tag. Now I was preparing for this stream today by looking for the memory card with my save file on it, and I found all my memory cards, and not one of them had the save file on. So I've no idea what happened there, because this is my original copy from back in the day. So it's not like I got rid of it and then I've had to buy it again. I want to show you Tekken Bowling, because that's probably the best part of this bloody game. And you need to beat arcade mode 10 times. I think I've done it 6 this afternoon. I think I did it 6 times this afternoon, which leaves 4 more times for stream. And then we'll definitely know whether or not this is a good game. So here's the disc. It's just the box art, but with the logo's bigger this time. Why did they do such a small logo? And what's the year? There's the back of the box as well, just for completion's sake. This would be like 2001, I think. Maybe 2000. Well, in the arcade it was 1999. Does it say when it was released on the PlayStation 2? No. It talks about the PlayStation 2 version. It was 2000. It was 2000. Right, okay. Good to know. Tekken Tag Tournament, right? Basically is Tekken 3, but looks nicer in a tag format, and also it has all the characters from the previous 3 games in it, apart from Martial Law. But Forest Law's in it from Tekken 3. Dr. Boshkonovich, who's one of the characters from Tekken 3, one of the hidden characters. And Gon from Tekken 3, and Gon's the little dinosaur from Tekken 3. But he was a licensed character from like an anime or a manga or something like that, which was why they didn't relicense him. Yeah, Dr. B's the one who's cybernized Yoshimitsu. Yeah, in Tekken 3 he couldn't stand up. I mean, he could stand up, but every time he moved, he would fall over again, and most of his moves were like from his as you were laid down, and it made him very difficult to deal with in some circumstances. Also, this is very loud in my ear, so I'm shouting. Yeah, he's the one with the robot daughter who does not feature until like Tekken 6 or 7, or maybe 5. I forget. Let's look at this wonderful... Look how much the graphics have come along since Tekken 3. Hey Mel, thank you for fishing. Welcome on in. So I played a hell of a lot of this. I'm kind of sad that my save file's gone missing, because I rinsed this game at the time. I unlocked everything, completed it with everyone. Yeah. I found my Tekken 3 save file today, though, which doesn't really help because that was last week's game. There we go. Wait a sec, I just realized I need to do something. Hold on a moment. So, like, it's got all the backgrounds from Tekken 3 in it, and they all look really nice, and they're all 3D with, like, moving elements. The JPEG backgrounds are now a thing of the past, thankfully. And the character models obviously look a lot better and actually have expressions on their faces and stuff. And moving hair. And all of that. So yeah, how wonderful, how wonderful. Boy, I sure do hope nothing's happened to the game that would actually make this worse than Tekken 3 in some way. So as you can see, how many times I complete? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've done it 6 times now. Let's keep going. I mean, obviously I've got to start with my boy and his boy. You know, keep choosing King so we can compare him all the time. But you remember this background from Tekken 3? I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't, because the background where the people are was miles away. It looked miles away with the shops and stuff in the background. Now it's a proper 3D background with people moving. Oh, here's the throw combo! It's over already! There we go. So... It's two people per team, right? But you only have to knock one of them out. As soon as one of them's knocked out, you've won the round. This game also introduces red health, which you can see on the bars there. When you knock some health off, some of it remains red. And basically, what happens there, if you tag in and then leave them tagged out for a while, that red health will slowly recuperate. You can see it happening on the enemy character there. Can you see the one in the background slowly climbing up? I'm not attacking, just to show you, basically. So tagging in and out is like it's essential in this, basically. Now, red health does actually come back in later Tekken games, particularly Tekken 8. But this was like the first game to use it. I mean, technically, this game is because it came well after Tekken 3 and stuff. They kind of rebalanced the characters and what have you. So you know, some moves are more powerful. Some characters have received a nerf and some a buff, and you know, they've reworked stuff. I don't know if I'd say for the better. Ostensibly, yes, I guess. Oh, I keep messing that up. Let's get Armor King on the go. There is tag moves, but I've completely forgotten how to do them. So there's that. I have no idea what Armor King... I assume Armor King is a throw combo. Couldn't tell you what it is. But he can still do the giant swing. There we go. Whee! Get him dizzy. Now, the early stages feel pretty good, to be honest, because you know you're knocking people out pretty quick, and it's not too much of an issue. They never really sorted. I mean, there's a Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which I quite like, and I like this as well. The problem is the tag. King somehow feels more naked than previously. Yeah, because previously he had like full leg trousers on, and now he's only got trunks. Yeah, that is a little weird, actually, now you mention it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so... It's like the tag thing kind of slows everything down a bit, and you'll be making good progress against a character, and they'll just tag out, and then it can be frustrating. I mean, it's by far... It's not even close to the only tag fighting game in existence, you know. I don't think they did it particularly well in this. Because the problem is if you've not noticed, Tekken tends to be a very aggressive fighting game. There's not much in the way of defending. It's all you go in. It's about who can do like the most damage really quick, and you know. there's not that many defensive options compared to a lot of fighting games. And that seems to be very much by design, and unfortunately the tag thing kind of breaks that a little bit. Especially once we reach the later stages. Thankfully, they cut down the number of stages you have to go through in arcade from 10 to 8 only.
One, fight.
Okay, this is getting annoying. What? How come I can't hit him? Oh, tag out. See, now Armor King is regaining his red health now. So when you lose all your blue health, you get knocked out. Doesn't matter how much red health you have. So it's important to tag in and out just so you've got as much blue health as possible. Oh, I've lost this round. Yeah. Stop trying to hit him and hit him. I know.
Fight.
Yeah, Doug, but this is very much roasting to glasses for me because this was one of my first PlayStation 2 games that didn't have much until much later on. So I played a lot of this game. So I might be a bit biased towards it. I'm gonna try and be unbiased when it comes to actually ranking it, though. No kind of science, shall we say. But yes, one of the problems with the tag mechanics as well is that there's not enough time on the clock, and you will find yourself, if you're not really kind of aggressive, just going to a lot of time limit draws. We've had one already this match. But, I mean, one of the things I like about this is that it's just got all the characters in it. There are 2 new characters. The end boss is a new character. And then there's like, what's their name? Tetsujin, I think it is? Which is like Mojukin, the wooden dummy character, but metal. Which is all well and good, but it means that both these new characters are like what they would call mimic characters. In other words, they just take the movesets from other characters randomly. Not even the same character each time. And though I like the backgrounds because the backgrounds are all from Tekken 3. I recognise them from Tekken 3, but they all look so much nicer. Imagine putting that weird Game Boy one on top. Do you know what though? I was enjoying that quite a bit. As a Tekken game, not amazing, but yeah, I was having some fun with it. And like I say, honestly, back in the day, if that was my only option for Portable Tekken, I'd go with it. Oh yeah, if characters stay tagged out for too long, their health bar starts flashing red, and that just means they're desperate to be tagged in and are slightly stronger. I don't think this game has the original arcade soundtrack at any point. In fact, I think this might be the original arcade soundtrack, because this did come out in arcades. The arcade version is actually inferior to this one, because it was still based on the PlayStation 1 style graphics. Whereas obviously this has got the enhanced PlayStation 2 graphics. But that's kind of weird, as if you ever played Tag Tournament in the arcade, you've got that to deal with. Turns out I know quite a bit about Tekken Tag Tournament, other than how to be good at it, I guess. I wish I could remember how to do the throws, the tag throws. I'm sure the computer will demonstrate it at some point, though. It normally does. Oh, see, 2 seconds left with the knockout. I mean, let's face it, Tekken Tag Tournament was a stopgap while they made Tekken 4. They could have done a lot worse. And in fact, they did do a lot worse later on, and we shall come to that perhaps very soon. Not tonight. Because tonight is all about Tekken Tag only. You never got to play Tekken Tag 2? Well, I'll be ranking that game at some point. We're going through the Tekken games in in Oh my god, I can't remember the words I'm trying to say. We'll be going through these games in chronological order, the order of release, basically. Cracky crack crack. Wow. The throws have been rebalanced a bit since Tekken 3 and don't do anywhere near as much damage, I don't think. Again, look, another timeout. And that happens more and more the further and further into the arcade mode you go, and when you're fighting someone who's good as well, you're going to get so many time-ups, it's annoying. I mean, you can turn the timer off if you want, but... I always play with kind of default options. The way they intended it to be played, I suppose. I always appreciated this background because I like this background in Tekken 3. But again, it's just like a JPEG on the back. But now, like, it's a proper 3D temple with, like, you can see the entranceway there in the back and all the pillars and stuff. And those flames and what have you. I can see that you're playing the PAL version. I am indeed, yeah, because I'm playing this on a real PlayStation 2. This is the disc I've owned since the year 2000. Jin's made up with Heihachi. Well, no, it's just that they don't necessarily have set teams for you to go up against. So they'll put you against random people. Okay, so here's one of the things I don't like this boss. She's not difficult to beat, but she's a mimic character, so she'll just take on random movesets at random times. She'll just swap between them. Also, her red health, because she's got no one to tag in, her red health just ticks back up. And you have to get rid of the blue health and the red health to beat her. So more often than not, and it's one round as well, so more often than not, you'll beat her by timeout. I'm not sure who she's meant to be. Yeah, did we ever see her again in Tekken? I forget. I guess we'll find out at some point. It's like, what's with the creature behind her and stuff? The weird werewolf ghost. Do you see she whips her sword out because she's become and now she's Kunimitsu instead. So she was Yoshimitsu for about 10 seconds, if that. And then she became Kunimitsu. And again, I keep getting her blue health down, but no, you've got to. And then it's over. I win. And that's how often. You'll often beat her that way just by timeout. Because it's a pain in the ass getting her health right down. And then for an ending, you get a replay of how you beat each character. And how quickly. With an annoying load time between each one. Kind of cool to see. Skip that. So you get the credits. And here's something else that I don't like about this: is you only get an ending, I think, if you go with a set team. No, like the video endings, everyone replays it. I don't know about that. But you only get you don't even get video endings in this. There's no like pre-rendered endings. There's very, very short endings if you've gone one of the actual teams. That's why I went King and Armor King, because they are a pair, and I believe I'll get an ending with them. So let's skip the credits. So here's the ending. Beating up the training dummy. Yeah, there's no live-action kids in this one, unfortunately. I need to learn how to do this one. Whee! And then I'm a King goes, yeah, that was really good, actually. And he goes, ah, I'm so happy. That's the ending. That's not as fun as an orphanage full of FMV kids. So that was number 7.
Round 1. Fight.
We'll get Tekken Bowl by the end of the stream, I promise. Roger! Let's go. Bad that kangaroo. No problem. Ah, Paul! Stop being a bugger. Paul! There, you got juggled for his troubles there. Why can't I block? I don't think this background was in Tekken 3. At least I don't remember a school. Yeah, this is School from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
You win.
Yeah. Next up, I rank all the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games because I own most of those as well. So if you can't tell, although the backgrounds are 3D, they are separate from the play area and often don't quite move right when the camera rotates. So the perspective breaks sometimes, which is a little weird. But I appreciate the upgrade over Tekken 3 at least. Just uppercut her into oblivion. I mean, thankfully this still plays as good as Tekken 3, you know, it's not like it's not like they fucked up the gameplay or anything. Oh. Wang has such funny pain sounds. There was all sorts of like extreme sports games like there's like Disney ones and stuff like that, wasn't there? Wang pain sounds. Jesus. Oh. I'm gonna be sick of this game by the end of the night. I can tell. I like what they did to this background with the sunset and stuff. And all the people cheering you on in the background. Oh, and the grass, of course. The grass is actually, you know, 3D rather than just being a texture. Yeah, Brian's been a favourite of everybody since Tekken 3, right? Once again, this flippin' boss is just annoying. Oh, actually KO'd her. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And we get all the replays again. That was a fun way to stop. Zhao Yu just just absolutely folded in half. Also, I like this end credits sequence. This end credit music, should I say? But we're skipping it. Oh, what's going on? So Hayashi there. He's thinking about beating up Jin. Oh, and Kazuya. Oh, he loves the idea. And that's literally it. Thanks, that was really worth the time. Halfway it isn't halfway through, though. Oh, and we never went through the options. What have we got? Arcade mode. Also, you can put these into pair play mode so we can, like, 2 players on the same team. Arcade mode versus battle, team battle, time attack, survival. You can do one-on-one fights. We've got practice and theatre. So you can see all the ones I've unlocked. So there's I've just realised there's one for Kazuya there. There's one for Armor King that I need to do. So you have to kind of do... It gives you the ending for the first character, I think. Was I talking nonsense before? I might have been talking nonsense before. I think it just gives you the ending for your first player character. You don't have to be a prescribed team. I got it all mixed up. Oh well, whatever. The thing is, when I completed it with Jun and Jin, it gave me the ending for both of them. It's the same ending for both by the looks of it. So I just got myself mixed up.
You win.
I mean, how are we feeling, we in the audience, how are we all feeling about this so far? Looks like Tekken 3 does in your memory, right? Exactly. I mean, there's a very good reason for that, but... Also, even the arcade version of Tekken 3 didn't look this good. As the arcade version of Tekken Tag will testify. The nice thing is, it's not just an up-res Tekken 3. Even though it takes all the base of the Tekken... Even though Tekken 3 is its base, it's not just up-resed it. They've added stuff. Graphical effects and, like, 3D backgrounds. Like, look at... There's a guard there at the bottom, underneath the cage, walking around. Imagine Tekken 3 that looking like this. It would be the perfect game, basically. But no, we're stuck with... We're stuck with the tag format, and, like... The endings aren't as fun. But it's just not going to be anything as fun as Hayashi getting thrown off a cliff, or Kazuya getting thrown into a volcano. One of the other nice graphical effects I'll give him is that the stage lighting affects the models as well, so they look part of the background rather than just kind of like being there. I mean, well, when I say being there, I mean not part of the... kind of just floating on top, you know what I mean? One thing I'll point out as well, the music on this stage, the robotic voice in the background sounds like it's saying something about Vanna White. You need to go, Vanna White. That's what I hear all the time. You're not gonna be able to hear that now because we're not on that stage anymore. But there we go. I feel like there's there's an end boss like her at some point down the line. But I don't remember the weird ghost wolf thing in the background. Oh, I bet you could go to like some Tekken wiki or something, and it would have like all the lore about her on this. She looks a bit like Jun. She might be. Is she the ghost of Jun? Yeah, she would be. It's the unknown. No. She comes out from behind a mirror. Hey, knocks her out. Was that it? Was the guys who put on that Willy Wonka experience of the year, were they just big fans of Tekken Tag Tournament and they're like, oh yeah, the unknown. Let's go with that. Alright, well, let's look at this ending. Ryan weirdly strutting down the road. Oh, here's Lei Wulong to stop him. So he weirdly struts towards it. Bang, bang, bang. Took one to the head there. But he's fine. And Lei shits his pants. That picture of Zhao Yu is terrifying. She looks possessed. Is that one guy taking a piss by that bin? Is that what he's doing? It looks like it. By the dumpster. We've rotated away from him now, unfortunately. That's you, sir? Yeah. Oh, you know, sometimes after a night out, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, definitely taking a piss. There we go. Dog bed in the background, taking a piss by the dumpster. He thought he was being sly. It's a long piss as well, isn't it? Look at him go. He's too interested in the fight and he hasn't noticed it's dribbling down his leg. Do you think there are any Wang mains out there? That's a great sentence. Do you think... any Wang mains? Anyone? Anyone want to admit to that? Are you a Wang main? Just ask, you know, ask random people in your life if they're a Wang main or not. Also, the beginning of this song sounds like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But this is the, this is the song. This is the, Ivana White song. Listen to the robotic voice in this, Ivana White. In between the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here jungle music. Ivana White. Ivana White. It says something else as well, but I can only make out Ivana White. See? Ivana White. She's alright. I will control Vanna White. That's a bit sinister. And that's definitely the drums from I'm a Celebrity, though. Those drums. Tekken Bowl. Let's go. No, first, I'm gonna make you wait. I think Harang is the Vanna White one. Yeah, here we go. Welcome to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. While this is playing, I'm gonna have a look at the manual. Vanna White. I just love Vanna White. So yeah, I just love Vanna White. Don't know what that bit says. And then back to the I'm a Celebrity. I just love Vanna White. Banger. Let's play Tekken Bowl anyway. What if King went bowling with a dinosaur? Tekken Bowl Tournament. Look at that amazing graphic. Graphic design is my passion. Ah, that's a shame. Nice cock. You'd think the boxing gloves would be a hindrance to him, but apparently not. Oh my god, I keep missing. Down, out, down, out, down. See, his power bar goes a lot slower, so... Oh. Failed that one, didn't I? Come on, King. Let's go. Yes, King! Yes, King! Ah, I thought that was going to be a strike. Oh. I love this game mode so much. Yay! They're replaying everything. Bow, bow, bow. This is fantastic. I love it so much. Tip over! Tip over, you bastard pin! Ah. Only just. And that's Tekken Bowl. When this came out, me and my partner would spend so long playing Tekken Bowl because it was the mode that she loved. She didn't care for the fighting at all. Tekken Bowl, however, for hours, let me tell you. So yeah, we got like team battle. How does team battle work on this? Same as ever. Okay. So I assume you can't tag in and out. So if I choose, oh, I pressed the start button and apparently it just did me all random. Okay. Okay, so it's two tags, 2 teams of tag battles.
Tag battle. Fight.
That's kind of interesting. I mean, it gives you something else to play with. Again, this is a very after you've been out with your mates and it's like 3 AM and you're all still up playing fucking Tekken Tag, drunk as hell. You know, back when you're in university, because you definitely had a PlayStation 2 in university, right? I didn't. Oh, so when you defeat one person, it just eliminates that one person. Okay, so that's... I don't think I've ever done Team Battle before. That's funny. Well, the question is how does the 1v1 play? Is it classic Tekken 3 or what? Oh, okay. Do you know what? I didn't know this, but this is like arcade mode, but one-on-one. Has this changed the game a bit? Is this what I've been wanting all this time? I kind of want to know now whether this counts as an arcade clear if I do them all. This does actually feel a bit better to play because the fights are very quick. This does feel more like classic Tekken. Is the actual answer to Tekken Tag Tournament to avoid the tag mode and just go for this one-on-one? That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, Tekken Tag is better if you ignore the... That's got to go against it, surely. I mean, it's good that you got like a game that plays a bit more like Tekken 3 with some rebalancing done. But also, this is Tekken Tag Tournament. Stage 6. I wonder how many stages there are. Do we only get 8 stages again, or is it going to take me to the full 10? These are questions that need to be answered for the science of the ranking. We have to perform this test thoroughly. Yeah, we need to know which games have a bowling sub-gaming. Yeah, Tekken 3 is Tekken Ball. Tekken Ball is in Tekken 8 as well, and you can play it online against people. if you so do please. So we'll be looking at that at some point. Oh, okay, Unknown. How does Unknown work? Does she have the regenerating red health? Because that's going to be a pain in the arse. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't! Oh, thank God for that. They actually put some thought into it. Still only the one round though, that's weird. 7 minutes, 18 seconds. Is that it? Don't even get the credits. Oh my god, it's just a time attack. Okay, so we know now that if you need to, if you want to unlock stuff, if you want to get the endings and everything, you've got to do the tag mode. That 1v1 is time attack only. That's good to know at least. That's good to know. Let me just make sure to save this. Yeah, that's Tekken Tag Tournament. Then what are we thinking? How do we feel about Tekken Tag Tournament? Yeah, the pure Tekken science. So last week obviously we did Tekken 3. That is the king of Iron Fist currently. Tekken 2 is fantastic, and then that the card challenge wasn't great. Devilish? Are we thinking Devilish? Okay, so let's do the pros and cons of Tekken Tag Tournament. Let's just talk about the main problem, that the tag mode doesn't feel that great to play. It's not a great... Yeah, the main mode is probably the worst part about the game. The tag format, as it stands in Tekken Tag Tournament 1, does not work that well, I don't think. It just slows the game down too much. You end up with too many, time ups. Yeah, it just doesn't work with kind of like with Tekken's fighting system that well. But yeah, it's basically Tekken 3, but with nice graphics to play. It's got some great music. It's like being at a rave. Those banging tracks, fantastic music. It's got all the characters from the Tekken games in. That's another plus. Tekken Bowl. It's got Tekken Bowl. Tekken Bowl. Did Tekken 3 have Tekken Bowl? No, it did not. But yeah, unfortunately, like the 1v1 is undercooked. It's just a time trial. There's a 2v2 time trial available as well. The team battle mode feels superfluous because of the tag format. The endings were bad. We did not have any really entertaining endings that we could have a laugh at. They were very, very short as well. And it suffers basically from being a stopgap game. I feel like it's very much a stopgap game. And I feel like they've looked out and made a good stopgap game, but it still suffers from that. I don't know how I feel about it. I am tempted to put it up in Devilish because I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with it back in the day. But it might be mid-tier. I know a lot of people are down on Tekken Tag Tournament. I don't think it's quite good enough to go to Devilish. I think it's mid. Just because it's the main game mode. The main game mode is a disappointment and doesn't work. It looks lovely, it sounds great, it plays like Tekken 3 mostly, with a few differences, but nothing major enough to spoil it. And the differences are mainly balancing. I like the big roster. But that you're just let down by the tag mode. It seems to get in its own way a bit too much. That is probably a good way of putting it, yeah. It does have a guy pissing up against a bit. That's true. That's also true. That goes towards it. But I think it's going to have to stay mid. If it was more fleshed out, then maybe. But it's a conversion of an arcade machine that felt like a stopgap between Tekken 3 and Tekken 4. So I think mid-tier is the place for it. Let's hope then, going into Tekken 4, that they did a banging job of Tekken 4 and it's not a bad game. I will say thank you everybody for coming along. We're getting there in the rankings. We've got a good few rankings going on. Tekken Formula 1. That'd be awesome. Can you imagine Tekken Formula 1? Tekken's never had a kart racing game, and I feel like they're missing out on a trick there by not having one. But yeah, thanks again for coming along. Have a great week. Love yous all. I shall see you soon. So, bye for now. Love yous. Bye.
You watched it. You can't unwatch it.